turn 3. Flaming Kenseth slides, hits the wall.
Boy, that's ugly.
That birthday cake had way too many candles on.
Yeah,
look at all the smoke inside that car.
Man, that's an oil fire.
He's got the window net down. He wants out of there. From Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s bud cam.
See a little smoke coming out of it? Then she just ignites like a Roman candle.
I'd say the whole bottom end come out of that motor. And this is the second Roush car that has blown up today. Plus Jeff Burton, another Roush car, is out there on 7 cylinders.
Too much gear.
And they will pull some low gear.
Oh, they will. They'll pull lower than anybody. Whoa, look at that.
That's not a fuel fire. That is an oil fire.
Looks like John Force going down the straightaway on a drag strip. Boy.
Exactly what happened. Michael got high. He was running that high line, and looks like he got up in the gray area. Car got loose.
And the grass just did not slow Matt Kenseth's car down, but that concrete wall did.
Look out! Oh, man. We talked about BP. Man, it's so hard to go from 135 to 35 miles per hour, and just lost control and slid into the tire barriers.
To 22. He's closed the gap all over the back bumper now as they've caught the slower traffic. And around goes the 20, sideways in front of the 22. Kenseth slides. Caution comes out. The 22 was all over the back bumper of the 20 as they entered turn 1.
For his championship. If he doesn't block Joey Logano gets on the outside of him and gets around him. So you can't blame Matt Kenseth for trying to block.
Hang on right here, bud.
But with that, when you make that decision, and I agree, a must decision. He had no choice. You also put yourself that opportunity. We saw it last week with Carl Edwards and Dale Jr. We see it again with the 20 and the 22. When you drive defensively, you give the guy behind you the opportunity to make that decision. He gets into the 20. Right, wrong, that's racing. These two can disagree about it. They'll have to talk about it after. But as you mentioned, it all started with the 20's defensive moves, which were required in this must-win situation.
You're trying to hustle the car on pit lane, and you get on that flat, and it's real slippery right there. See all the marbles and the dirt and the rubber? When you hit that with a hot set of tires, it's like hitting ice. Oh, and on those tires full of water, that's quite an impact.
Yes, it is.
You see, you have to get on the underside of those cones as well.
5 laps now. Let's ride along on the onboard camera, see if we can detect what happened.
Hang on there, hang on.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Stay on the brake here. Stay on the brake. Stay stopped right there.
Right to the right. It's really strange. I mean, it's almost like his throttle hung. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, this is not a...
Something was definitely wrong there. I'm not sure what it was, but it just, you know, he came flying on the inside like he... He backed it in there pretty good.
Oh, Joey Logano in trouble. Turn 1. And here we go.
In the wall, guys. In the wall.
See, Logano just got down in there, tried to get it really low, got loose. And the problem started more from there.
It looked like Kenseth had the right line to avoid it. And when Bobby Labonte made contact with Logano, it pushed him back up the track. Nowhere to go for Matt.
See, once again, Logano's doing his best to hang on right here.
It looks like Matt's going to make it by. Up across the track comes Logano.
Going to be able to hold it. Well, he got to the line that he wanted to, so see how far Kenseth drives it in here. He couldn't get his slide job to work quite as good. It's a lot of contact. Oh, no. There they go.
Didn't work out for either one of them.
That was his slide job down in 1 and 2 to take the spot away from Kenseth. Now Kenseth tries to drive in hard, slides up, contact. I have to call that racing. I mean, I try to throw the blame there. That's just racing.
Trouble! Kenseth in the wall, Biffle in the wall. Kenseth spins into the pack.
On his quarter pound for just a second. You see Jimmy try to get away, but Kenseth had a good restart. Jimmy just got loose before he got down in there. He was just trying to drive it off in the corner and make sure that he got ahead. Well, Keselowski, he's out of control trying to avoid him. Kenseth comes straight across the racetrack.
Because the car just, he goes in, he does that dive bomb thing, and then right here you see the car just takes off. Matt was great big run on the outside and drove right up on the back of him.
And we are hearing that the right front blew, but it's almost like something was starting to go wrong because Kenseth caught him in a hurry in 1 and 2.
The handling was going away, Larry. You could see him have to ease off it going into the corner multiple times, and then this right there.
Yeah, she just turns, and here comes Matt. Matt had a full head of steam, nowhere to go.
Ooh. Got one off, and that is Matt Kenseth. Hard hit as he came down.
Wow.
Caution is out for the 4th time today.
And you see him right here. He's on the outside, and Junior gets up over the curb before he gets there. Junior gets into his left rear, but at the same time, if we have that other shot, what's Junior's right side of Junior's car as he hits the curb? Boom,
and it knocks him into
and it knocks him straight to the left, straight to the left. And we've talked about it before. It is really tough to go through this area of the racetrack.
Oh, around goes the 20.
Keep coming, shove through it.
Kenseth around, out in front of the field. The 41 has damage.
In the back of the 22, they come off the corner, and the 20 and the 2 make contact. It's on from there.
Yeah, and the 41, it really has nowhere to go. They spin and catch the 41. He makes heavy contact with the inside wall.
It's coming off turn 2. There's the initial contact.
Look at the 41. It's a big hit. But, you know, this all started on the restart.
And Kenseth cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenseth takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
This is what just took place.
And clearly the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him. And like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecked him.
Into the top 20 since the restart. Stewart in the wall, and now Matt Kenseth got bounced into the wall. Everybody scatters. Yellow flag.
Looked like that thing that we've seen. Oh gosh, he got right over into the 21 car. One of the things we've seen is when a car gets to the left corner of your car, it loosens you up so badly. That's what it looked like. Hamlin got that nose up there.
Oh, trouble. 2 cars around. One in the wall.
A lot of cars. Watch your inside. Block her down.
A lot of cars.
Incredible save not to spin out, but then unfortunately those behind him just couldn't get slowed down.
They were 4 wide. They were 4 wide going into turn 1.
Yellow car.
Oh, the 21 dove in behind him. When he got in behind him, that 78 was on the outside of him, just took the air right off him. He did a great job, but unfortunately, Chase Elliott had nowhere to go.
Kurt Busch sliding by.
Kurt Busch, the 19 of Carl Edwards, spins and connects, makes contact with the 24 Chase Elliott.
Busch to block, down to the bottom, up to the top. Busch to block.
No. Blocking. Yeah.
Trash heap.
We're enough. Grass at 2.
Run, but he doesn't quite get there, and then he moves up to block the 48, who has a good run coming on the outside. They make contact, and here's the results of that.
Personally, I haven't liked this combination.
It was right there on the exit of the corner. It looked like his car was a little bit loose to begin with.
It's the 27. They come up here And maybe Kyle has to lift a little bit. And when he does, Joey doesn't know it, obviously, and maybe that was part of the problem.
I was just going straight, and the next thing I knew, I got in the right rear and went head on the wall. So it's really, really difficult. You know, I was following my buddy Kurt there, and we were making some good moves up there. And I mean, all you can see is a guy's spoiler. It's just all you can see is a spoiler at 200 miles an hour, nothing else. It's not really the safest environment, but it's just what we have to do. I feel bad. We have a pretty fast car, but there's just so much that's out of your hands here. You know, you're following a guy in front of you.
You're riding with Biffle.
Guy in front of Matt can't pick a lane. Easy, easy.
I think Biffle was trying to go down to get him behind Matt and just mistimed it a little bit, clipped him in the right rear and shot him into the outside wall. And again, see all those styrofoam blocks? That's the safer barrier. Man, that is the greatest thing since interliners and tires.
10, but right now he's on the bumper of the leader. Oh! Kenseth goes around off the and automatically you think of what happened at Bristol between the 17 and the 24 that resulted in that shoving incident on pit road after the race.
The 17 slowed down for some reason right there. I mean, whether he got loose or whatever, I'm not saying that it was Matt's fault that he got spun out, but it did look like his car slowed down. Right there.
Out of control goes Kenseth.
Oh! Over on his roof.
A wild ride for the Daytona 500 winner, Matt Kenseth.
See what happens. He goes to block. Comes back in line. It looks like he may get a tap. Yeah, he gets a tap from David Reagan. Yep.
Car gets out of shape and it just pirouettes on its left side and goes over.
We talk about the bump drafting has to be done on the straightaway, and you can see even on the straightaway, if you get hit too hard, it just takes the steering wheel out of your hands as a driver. This was the scary part right here when he's on his roof for so long. Looked for a minute like he might save it, but then got down there. God, this is tough. Yeah, Matt really did a great job. If he goes up in front, he takes out 15 or 18 cars, so he did a great job of not creating that situation.
Whoa, there's...
and around she goes into Kenseth.
Man. Oh, gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Matt Kenseth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing that.
One, there's the three of them. Whoosh.
You realize how powerful the wind is in that situation. To be able to take a car of this weight, what's 3,400 pounds around approximately, and just pick it up in the air like it's a piece of paper.
There's McDowell into the 43 of Eric Almirola.
Look at that
and
thing.
Up goes Kenseth.
It's like a feather.